Hi, welcome to Mimi in the kitchen. It is hot, hot, hot today. So what we're doing is not looking at my sister's hot, hot, hot legs. She was told she has beautiful legs yesterday. At Aldi's, mind you. We're going to
told that multiple times.
We are making something where you do not need to cook anything. I did cook the shrimp earlier today, just sauteed them, but I let them cool and sit out so that I'm so hot, I can't eat. I really don't want to turn on the oven or do anything. So what I have are these little spring rolls. Oh, this is backwards. I knew that was going to happen. I always do that. But if you can read backwards, it has poblano peppers, banana peppers, shallots, celery, carrots, cauliflower, a bunch of shrimp, and minced garlic, and these little rice papers. So, in case you love veggies, this is perfect. And you know what? You can mix and match all of the ingredients too, because I have this beautiful array of fresh veggies. And then I have this nice, and I'm going to talk about all this stuff, but I also have this nice yogurt. I only use Greek yogurt. I can't do any mayonnaise or anything. Ugh, so disgusting. So what you do is you take your spring roll wrap. Say that 3 times fast. Spring roll wrap, spring roll wrap, spring roll wrap. You set it in, and you guys can see this. You set this in just a little bit of water. Literally, easiest recipes ever. You set it in there for like 20 or 30 seconds. That's what really scared me the most, was that they had this wrap and I didn't know what to do with it. And then I did a few of these this morning and I didn't eat all of them, but I ate one of them and they were delicious, easy, and wonderful. So if you ever want to bring something, don't you think, like to a party, you can make these, come 16 to a pack. They're only 1 point a piece. Weight Watcher point a piece. I think I'm gonna let it sit. So you just let it sit for a little while until it's pliable. That's our long word of the day. I hope you guys like my new tiara. It is rose colored. Okay, so very gently lay it out on a plate. If you have a tea, what do we call it?
A tea towel.
If you have a tea towel, place it on top of the tea towel. But if you don't, what is a tea towel? We really don't know. So I'm going to set that right here because what I want to do is we are going to julienne, I guess that's another long word. This is so exciting. Thank you, RJ, with our Cutco knife. So when you julienne, I'm not obviously a professionally trained chef, but I do watch a lot of shows on the Food Network, and when you julienne, you just slice it really, really thin, and then I'm going to slice it even thinner, and then I just kind of go as thin as I can without cutting my finger. I already have a couple of cuts from the Cutco knife. I'm not used to it. So you just kind of slice it nice and thin, and shout out to RJ. I forgot to say that. I did say his name, but we're shouting out to him. Love the Cutco knives. Okay, so then, if you can see how thin they are, this one's a little bit, not too thick. See how beautiful, I mean, seriously. Rachel Ray, right here, girl. Just kidding. They're so uneven, it's not even funny. But that's okay, because it's only me and my sister eating them for now. For now, unless someone wants to come over and eat some spring rolls with us. Because you can. Just don't stalk us. Like at Aldi's. Okay, so I have to try really, really hard not to cut myself. So I'm just going to do a couple more, because when I made these earlier, I completely misread how much stuffing I was going to need. So did I stress out and freak out and be like, oh my God, something wasn't perfect, like some of my girls do on the softball team? No, I didn't. I just added to it. Life is about messing up, not being perfect, and just adding to it and changing, right? Right? Who's with me? Okay, so I have that. I also wanted to show beautiful red pepper. I just got this at Schnucks. And it is really nice and juicy. And with this knife, what I've been doing is I just kind of, and it has this little, look at that, there's a little indentation for my finger. They're, no, they're not specifically for my finger, but it is, and I always cut myself. It's not very smart. I know I keep saying that. So I'm just kind of dicing it pretty darn small. And what else I have put in this mixture is a little bit of cauliflower, diced extremely small. I have poblano, you have to say it that way, poblano peppers. I'm sure you could say it a lot better than I can. Poblano peppers, a little bit of jalapenos for some spice. I have, did I say cauliflower already? Because little itty bitty, look how little the cauliflower is. They're so cute. I love cutting cauliflower that small. A little bit of carrots, some olive oil, of course my sea dog rub, because I can't not put that in there, salt and pepper, and ooh, banana peppers. I forgot about my banana peppers. I actually started this last night. I made this mixture and then I was adding to it this morning. The olive oil that I use is my Tahitian lime, tomorrow at home. And just a couple of teaspoons of that, salt and pepper, and a little bit of, I'd use the lime in that. And always remember, if you do a lime or a lemon and you get the juice, you want to roll it out. It really makes the juices extract. Oh my God, I am so smart today. I'm using all these really long words. Really extracts the juice better. Okay, so no seeds. But just in case, you could use your little strainer and get some acid in there and mix it all around. Just like that one song. Put your foot in, put it all around. What's that song?
And shake it all about.
Shake it all about. Do the hokey pokey. That's what it is. Okay, so with this mixture right here, this is the sauce. You can actually have it on the side as a dipping sauce if some people don't really like it. I'm putting it directly on the few that I'm going to make because I know my sister and I will like it. It's low calorie. It is Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. Just low fat. I'm not a big fan of fat-free stuff, so I don't like the fat-free. And a little bit of cucumber. I diced some of that up and put it in there. And fresh basil. Smell it. Smells so good. Smells so good. So the fresh basil came from my sister's garden. Yay. Thank you, because guess what? I can't keep anything alive except for children and cats, it seems. And I really tried to take care of my basil plant. I talked to it every day. I watered it every day. No, that's a really big fat lie. I did nothing to it every day. If it didn't rain, I was like, darn it, I had to put water on it. And then, of course, I forgot, so it's completely dead. So that knife isn't doing that well. But I'm gonna see. Oh my gosh. It's working perfectly. All right, so I'm just kind of chopping this up. Don't touch the knife with your finger. I learned that the hard way. Okay, so I'm just chopping, chopping, chopping. Usually I cut it with my scissors, but I want it really, really small, so I didn't do it.
Smells so good.
I know, it does smell really good, doesn't it? But I have this fancy little thing, I don't know, scraper thing that I've been using that really seems, I have no idea how this got into my house, who put it in here.
It was from Sal's school time.
Oh,
When
it's
they
from
had to make
Sal's
the
school.
bread.
Oh yes, when we made the bread. That was a really funny episode, actually. Okay, so I'm gonna add just a little bit more lemon to that yogurt sauce. I added a little bit earlier. I don't want to add too much. Once I did that, and I added so much lemon I couldn't even eat it. And that totally stinks when you do that. So I'm going to add also, just to make sure that we have enough and the spices are right, I'm going to add some of the yogurt. And then we're going to get ready to assemble. And when we assemble, you are going to be amazed at how easy this is. You could bring it to a party, have it just as like an appetizer. A lot of different ways that you can do it. Okay, so I'm gonna add, first I gotta smell it and taste it. I need some. I don't want any spices in this because I want this to kind of cool down the other portions of the spring roll. So I do need it to smell good. It tastes good, so. Good. Okay, so.
Everything smells really good.
It smells so good in here. Okay, so I'm gonna add a dollop. I have no idea really what a dollop is, but I am gonna add a little dollop. Then I'm going to add, I cut a few shrimp. So I portioned it out. I actually had to do the math on a calculator because I can't remember, I think 46 pieces of shrimp and I have 16 of the wraps. So it was almost 3. It was like 2.88 shrimps per wrap. Which you guys,
that's enough.
What did I say? 3 points. 3 points for this whole thing. And look at how this is going to be so beautiful. And so yummy and delicious.
It smells so good, so fresh.
So here is what it looks like. Now, to roll it, it totally kind of depends on what you like. If you like it, oh no, I waited too long because I was chatting and cutting. If you like it to be like long and thin or short and fat, whatever, that's how you do it. So you just fold over the one bottom, fold over a side.
Like a burrito.
Like a burrito. And then you kind of squish it together, but very gently because you love your food. And your food loves you. And then you just roll it.
Oh my gosh, that looks amazing.
Look at, is that not beautiful? I should be working in a Chinese food restaurant. So beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to hand this over to my sister and then I'm going to do a couple more.
Thank you. Can I eat it?
Well, of course you can. I would love it if you would eat it on camera and show your reaction of how much you love it. She's trying to get in there. I actually told her. So when you cut your shrimp, it does not have to be perfect. If you like them bigger chunks, you can make them bigger chunks. Come on in, girl. This is my sister Gina. Many of you know her. Many of you know how beautiful her legs are.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
Yay. And seriously,
I'm not being paid to say that.
No,
this is amazing.
I would not pay her. But honestly, the thing about this, Gina was the one, she's made these several times at home. She hasn't made them recently. She was back in Colorado when she made these. But to be honest, I'm not kidding you. I can't believe how easy that is. And when I made some earlier, I did it when the paper was really wet and they didn't stick. But I just noticed on that one, I learned something. Mm-hmm. And so you let it sit for a little bit so that then it sticks and then you can make it really tight. And you could, if you want to add the points, make sure you add those points, either bake it or, because you wouldn't add points for baking, but deep frying it.
I think you just taught me something. I didn't realize it could get that tight. That was good.
It's because I'm always in a hurry and I always want to do things right away. And so see how pliable it is now? So I'm going to set it there. I'm going to cut a few more shrimp so that it dries out a little bit. So I am kind of weird about my shrimp. I could eat literally, I could eat an entire bag of shrimp. Easy. So I have to portion it out because if I don't, then I'm going to put all in one of them. And so what I have done is I have been taking 3 at a time and just kind of cutting 3 at a time. And on this one, I'm not going to make them as small. So if you look, you can see it's almost like it's shredded a little bit. But then this one, I'm going to make it more chunky. And all I did with the shrimp was I sauteed it in canola oil with a little garlic and my Florida Sunshine and a little bit of pepper. And I used white pepper because if it's shrimp, I don't want the dark pepper to be in the shrimp. I don't know, I'm kind of weird that way. So I'm weird in a lot of ways. Okay, so I'm going to mix this. I'm going to see how this is going. Oh yeah, see, now if you look, kind of is coming off of the plate a little. It's kind of like tight to the plate. So now it's going to be ready. I'm going to go ahead and assemble another one. You could put less of the sauce, more of the veggies. I mean, you make it your own, when you're making this, add to the veggies, take away from the veggies, put a little pork in there, or chicken, whatever.
Lunch meat,
whatever you want. Yeah, whatever you want. I'm doing the chunkier of the shrimp.
You could do bacon, Gabriella.
And just folding that. And then I'm going to fold this one.
Yes, I would.
And I'm folding that.
Bacon and ranch.
And then I'm going to tightly roll it. And it is gorgeous, darling. Gorgeous.
Mayonnaise.
Did not break. Now, what I want to show you is one more thing. Because when I did it the last time, and if you notice, I'm being really gently. I'm really being gentle. I'm really being gentle by putting that in the water because it is very delicate. These are very delicate, kind of like me.
Gabriella wants you to make one with bacon and
syrup. Okay, we can make it with bacon, but I can't do it right now.
That's okay.
Yes, I will do bacon offline.
She wants syrup in it too.
Syrup?
Yeah.
She wants syrup and bacon. I kind of feel like I'm on that show, The Elf. You know the movie?
Oh yeah.
Elf? we're gonna add Fruit Loops to it.
One of the
maple
four
syrup.
food groups.
Yeah,
Okay,
syrup.
now that ripped. Not a big deal. I'm not gonna freak out and throw it out like some of my softball players really want me to. I love the softball players. We're doing really good. It's so fun. Okay, so on this one, I'm not gonna wait, and I want you to see the difference in when I make it. Okay, I'm still gonna put. I was gonna not put this on, but I like the little yogurt. I love our softball team. We're amazing. Oh, I forgot the shrimp, but that's okay. I can always add the shrimp.
Throw it out.
Throw it out! Shut it down! Like Gordon Ramsay says. Okay. I forgot to tell you. Did I say I put basil in there?
Yes.
I put basil in. Yeah.
From my garden.
Okay. From my sister Gina's garden. Okay, so now watch. I did not wait. Okay? Do you see how it's kind of just smushing around? It's not, to me, you might not be able to see it. It's a lot glossier and it's not really sticking as well as the other one. So your tip today is to use fresh ingredients and to let the wrapper sit for a minute and dry out just a tad so that they can stick. And that's it. You have an easy, no-bake option for a low-calorie, low smart points meal.
So good.
So good. We love it. All right. Thank you so much for joining. See you next time with my tiara.